I'm Trenton Thronton.
And I'm Kenzie DeHerrera. And this is Hoofbeat News.
Today is Tuesday, February 13th.
On February 2nd, FMHS had a career day. Ozias has a story.
Here we have Matthew Hoffman, a videographer from the career day. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm primarily a videographer, but being in a small town, a lot of that is providing digital marketing services too, so businesses know what to do with the content that you create. So every day can be different depending where I'm at in the production stage. As a freelancer, when I'm leading projects on my own, there's the whole sales process before you even hit the part of producing. For me, there's a lot of benefits. I wouldn't be happy just being an editor, or I wouldn't be happy just doing pre-production. Or if I had the chance to do all the things that I do, well, it can be overwhelming at times. If that was a salary position, I'd be working crazy hours and working really hard and not being financially rewarded for it. So while working for myself can be scary, it can also be extremely rewarding. I love the creative freedom, and that's a huge benefit for sure. So for anyone looking to get into a creative field, whether it be photography, videography, digital marketing, things like that, I would not recommend a four-year school right away. There's certain chances where that might be good. But what I would start with is research what the industry standard softwares are, see if there's a free version, and start to learn.
Next we have Samuel Gonzalez, a student of the career day. Let's see what he has to say.
I learned about the veterinarian and how they have like many different human jobs, where it's like dentist and pharmacist and doctor, and I think that's really cool that it's like multiple different careers combined into one, but just for animals. I think I would probably look into the chef, because I thought it was just cool how he just like cooks the entire time, and like he travels to many different places and does different things. Probably the veterinarian, because of the different stuff that she talked about, where it was different surgeries and everything, like different skin stuff and diseases and everything, and I thought that was pretty cool. I think like the chef, because I like cooking, so I think that was cool. The vet too kind of like pushed me a little bit towards it, because it was also pretty cool. I think it was pretty useful because it showed a wide variety of careers that could be cool just because of different people going into different things and all that.
If you enjoyed the career day, make sure to let your advisory teachers know.
Hello, lovebirds. Do not forget tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Just a reminder to get them the gift and show them how much you love them.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a musical lead? Well, Faye talked to some of our leads, and here's what they had to say.
I got to talk to some of the cast leads in our new spring musical, and here's Sadie Navarez.
Okay, I'm Sadie Navarez. So I play SpongeBob. It's really fun. It's really exciting, but it's also a lot of work, and it can get pretty stressful because you have like a lot of lines and choreo to memorize. But overall, it's really fun. I like it. Although it's like really difficult sometimes, I just kind of set certain times for things. So I try to spend like at least an hour or 30 minutes to an hour memorizing, and then when I get home, I try to work on schoolwork and stuff like that. At first it is, because you don't always know where to start. And so I've kind of had trouble trying to get it all down, but I think just like repetition has helped a lot. I was the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland, and that was like the biggest role I've had. This musical is a lot more upbeat than most of them. Most of the musicals we've done have been pretty depressing and like although it has its depressing moments, it's a lot more upbeat and you have to stay positive the entire time. There's also, I feel like, a lot more movement compared to the other ones. Ooh, that's a good question. I think I've gained a lot of different skills, like not only when it comes to acting and singing, I've definitely improved on my vocal skills, like with the help of Ms. Kingro, but then also I feel like drama and Miss have helped me with my social skills and being just more outgoing. And I've also learned how to build stuff because at set building we have to do a lot of hands-on work. So I think it's just helped me in many ways. People should come watch the show because it's a really good show. And although SpongeBob, like the series or the show itself, is very silly and weird, it's not like the episodes, it has its own plot. And you still get the essence of each character, but it's just a lot of fun and pretty sentimental. And also we just put a lot of hard work to deliver a good production for people. Oh my gosh, sorry, for people to see. So you should come watch it.
Here's another cast lead, Taya McBride.
Taya McBride. I play Patrick Starr. It's kind of weird, honestly. I've never really done anything as major as this, and it obviously is a lot of time commitment and stuff, so it's been fun. I mainly just block out like my schedule. Everything's becomes routine after a while, so like rehearsals at the same time, you always have school at the same time, stuff like that, so kind of learn how to manage it. Yeah, it's very hard. I have to write down all my lines and stuff. I do like flashcards to remember it. And then music and stuff, I usually video record like voice memos and stuff to remember what notes I have to say. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I wasn't really looking for like a specific character. I knew the TV show as a kid and stuff, but I didn't really aim for one. But I did want to get like a big part, which, you know, since it's my senior spring musical and stuff, I wanted to end with a bang. No, I've never even gotten a line in a musical before, but I have had a lead in a play. It was a student-directed play, Duck Duck Goose, and that was basically my only experience with like a major lead character. I think a major thing is that I'm now one of the, like I'm a senior now and stuff, so I'm kind of like I'm probably one of the oldest cast members, so it kind of makes it weird to be on the other side of it. Whereas when I first started as a freshman, I kind of looked up to everyone. So it's kind of weird to think that I'm now in the other position. I mean, there's a lot. Obviously I've gotten really good at like public speaking. I've gotten good at how I present myself, whether it's on stage or just like face to face, stuff like that. It's really funny. I really love like the lines I say and stuff. It's a really good message too about just like making the most of every day, whether there's something happening like a volcano or it's just trying to make the best of it.
Is that all you want to say?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Be sure to go watch the SpongeBob musical in April.
Time is running out to get your yearbook. Be sure to order your yearbook online with Miss Larson as soon as possible.
Speaking of buying your yearbook, Diego has behind the scenes of what it's like to make the yearbook.
Thank you for the quick introduction. And to explain a bit about the process, here's Abby Arroyo, one of the 2 editors-in-chief for the yearbook.
So the deadline process is usually get like a week to like get your interviews and all that. And then after that you have your rough draft deadline. So that's basically where it's just for the teachers to proofread your work and see how it ends up. And then you have next week, and that's your final draft. And that's usually when you just have to edit, proofread, maybe get an interview if you need it. But once it's the rough draft, that's it. You can't have any paid work or anything. So we get the final say in a lot of things. So like we get to decide how the cover is and how we want the page to go throughout. And we just get a lot of the final say, like the senior quotes, we get to see how we want that. And if we want something changed, we can usually change it. I think it's really fun going to events. I used to go to a lot of basketball and football games. When last year, me and Lisbeth would go all the time. Mr. Breeder would have us run a whole lap around the football field before we started taking pictures because sometimes it is a lot of running. Otherwise, it can be kind of difficult finding a spot to be at because sometimes the referees don't let you be there or the coaches need you to move. But otherwise, you usually have no problem. The pictures usually come out really nice and it's really fun.
Here is Byron, an editor for Yearbook. Let's see what he has to say about it.
It's pretty fun to work on the yearbook because you like get to see like everything going on, and you see like you get to like have an opportunity to go like to different types of events you usually wouldn't have gone like before like yearbook, you know, and like it's fun like hearing like stories about like what people do and stuff like that. Seeing like the whole like book finalized in general, it's sometimes like especially like seeing like it's your work that you've done, so you see like everything you did and what like other people did, and it just like all looks good all together in the end. Usually I try seeing if they have like friends that are in like that usually I try seeing if I can interview their friends too with them, so that way like it just makes it a little bit more easier to like get questions out, like they have better like words put into the yearbook. I like trying to like know the person beforehand too, like see if I can like bring up something of like that they're interested in to like the topic. And just like preparing overall, like thinking of questions I could ask, or like spending like a day or two just like thinking of questions, because sometimes like a good question can come up, you know.
Be looking forward to the yearbook and be sure to purchase yours soon.
If someone bought you a singing Valentine's, make sure to watch out for the Fort Morgan High Singers.
Finally, this semester, FMHS hired a new science teacher, and Lupe has a story.
Meet the new FMHS science teacher, Kelly Ewings.
My name is Kelly Ewing. I'm new to teaching this semester, never taught before. I teach freshman biology and honors biology and then botany. Adjustment's been good. Luckily, I knew a lot of the students already, and staff has been super welcoming. Day to day is just starting off with biology. We have an intro question each day, get into either a lecture or assignment, and wrap up the day, move on to the next class, and do that for each of the biology, and then botany is the same. They should expect respect from me. I'm open, have an open door policy. If they need help, need a hand, have questions, they can come at any time, and I'll work through issues with them. Just respect, and again, that open communication. If you got a problem, you got an issue, bring it to me. We can't solve it or get past it without talking. I just enjoy it. It fits for me. I like dealing with the students, and I don't know, it's comfortable. Realistically, it's a family thing. My parents were both teachers, had grandparents that were teachers, plenty of aunts that were teachers, so it's just destined to become a teacher at some point. Just being here, wouldn't mind learning more about the sports and activities, things like that, but nothing in particular.
That's all the time we have for this episode.
From all of us at Hoofbeat News,
Have a great week, FMHS.